Hundreds of eyewitnesses said that in the autumn of 1989, a trio of three-eyed aliens, along with a robot, arrived and attacked a pair of teenagers in a Russian park. In what may be the most strange extraterrestrial encounter ever documented. Voronezh, Russia, is a major industrial centre around 300 miles from Moscow. The city has a population of 1 million and does not appear to be the kind of remote location normally connected with unusual alien encounters. But on the evening of September 27th, 1989, around 6:30 p.m, it became the site of one of the most unusual, if not terrifying encounters with aliens ever documented. On the evening in question, eyewitnesses reported seeing a deep red circular object circling above Level Berezhny Park, which they estimated to be 45 feet wide and 18 feet tall. Witnesses claimed the craft was hovering less than 40 feet above the ground, close enough to affect the grass below. The UFO then vanished as quickly as it appeared. That was until minutes later when the strange craft reappeared. It hovered near a group of grade school students playing soccer. It was also noticed by 35 to 40 adults who were waiting for a bus on St. Putlin Street nearby. What they saw before them amazed both the kids and the adults, and they were completely unprepared for what was about to happen next. A door on the underside of the still floating vessel opened, revealing an unusual long-armed, necklace, thick-set, 9-foot-tall being with a little round head. According to eyewitnesses' testimony, the creature was dressed in a silver jumpsuit and wore bronze-coloured boots, and it seemed to feel the hatch opening. As if the creature's massive size wasn't enough, eyewitnesses reported 3 glowing eyes that were crammed into its tiny, dome-like head. This strange entity seemed to study the terrain below attentively. According to eyewitnesses, the craft's weight was so great that it permanently bent a nearby standing poplar tree to one side. The extraterrestrial that had been seen through the hatch had now exited the ship, followed by 2 equally huge beings. These strange beings moved with a heavy step, and behind them was a metallic robot that appeared to have buttons on the side. The leader being's chest then emitted a beam of light, as if indicating something to the other beings. One young man was supposedly so terrified of what he saw that he cried out in panic. One of the beings appeared to lock its gaze on the teenager, stopping him in his tracks. This sparked fear among the remainder of the horrified audience, and witnesses report that the aliens and the UFO all vanished at the same time. This confrontation, however, was far from ended. The other witnesses, still startled by what they saw, were thrown back into the looking glass 5 minutes later, when the UFO and its passengers reappeared at the same place. One of the beings was now carrying a long tube-like object in his hand. It pointed the tube at a nearby 16-year-old male, and a beam came forth, causing the teen to vanish into thin air. The beings re-entered the UFO. It retracted its landing gear and began climbing, then shot off into the distance. The teenager then returned, just as the craft vanished from view. Of course, the press was quick to pick up on this terrifying and odd narrative of UFOs, robots, vanishing weapons, and colossal alien invaders.
НЛО или что это было? Репортаж из Воронежа.
The tale quickly spread like wildfire all over the world. Hundreds of experts arrived on Voronezh in a matter of hours. Those interviewed claimed to have seen UFOs several times between September the 21st and October the 2nd, 1989. There were depressions in the ground in the shape of a big craft that must have been made by something weighing several tons, according to an inspection at the landing site, but there were contradicting claims as to what caused them. Anomalies in the local magnetic field and background radiation were also supposedly discovered, though these findings have also been challenged. Unidentified chemicals were discovered at the scene, which seemed to be deep red sandstone at first view. The substance, however, cannot be found on Earth according to a mineral study. Children and eyewitnesses of the encounter have been questioned by police. There are no errors in the description of the sphere itself. All of the children that witnessed this occurrence were terrified. Following the encounter, the kids, notably Roma Torshin and Genya Bilnov, 6th graders, were invited to draw the entities they had seen, with results that even skeptics had to admit were strikingly similar. Even now, disputes about this strange episode linger in UFO circles. Whatever these aliens were, they never returned, leaving the rest of the globe to debate whether they were a hoax, extraterrestrial explorers, or something else entirely. Thanks again for watching, and if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing for more. Thank you.